Welcome, everyone of Planet Earth. It's Planet Mitch from GiveawayRocket.com. Found something interesting this morning while I was surfing Facebook, and yes, I confess I was looking at my wall, which I talked the other day about not doing anymore, but I was laying in bed, couldn't get back to sleep, was awake 3:30. Alright, so I found this thing that appeals to me. And I'm going to tie this into giveaways in a second, so have patience. There was a video about a young lady who worked for BuzzFeed or something that convinced everyone in her office to give up straws, plastic straws, for a week. Now, if you happen to know me, I'm kind of on an anti-plastic campaign. I'm against, we use plastic for so many things that are just absolutely ridiculous at this point, and we know that it's hurting our environment, but yet we still do it. So anyway, this woman wanted to get rid of plastic straws, and everybody in the group, her office, had no problem doing that, and they kind of realized how many straws they use. And if you look at the statistics, there's over 500 million straws used a day in the United States. That's 2 per person. That's crazy. That's insane. Anyway, I don't want to get on an environmental tirade, but interestingly enough, they talked about using glass straws. And the first thing that goes through your head is they might break, right? So Washington, Steve just posts, Washington just passed a law for no more plastic bags. Yay, starts in July. Great. Good news. Now, I want to tie this into giveaways, all right? So I went to, in the video, they mentioned Simply Straws as glass straws. And, of course, you're probably afraid that, if you were going to travel with it or take it in your purse or put it in your pocket for the men, you would think it would break. Now they claim that they guarantee not to break. WA is Western Australia. Good point. Washington is what I think of because it's this. WA is the acronym or the short for anyway. So Simply Straws says that they don't break, which is really great. I'm going to try to find a way to get a couple of those for my family. I've been using the same plastic straw for like 6 months because bugs the jeebers out of me. And waiters, when I go to a restaurant, I ask for no straw and they look at me like, what? Nobody ever says that. All right, long story. Let's tie this into giveaways. All right. I'm going to show my desktop and I hope my macro works properly today. I tested this again yesterday and oh look, it's working, yay. So if you go to simplystraws.com, there's a little message that pops up about referring your friends, and it's in the lower corner down here. So I eventually navigated to this place where you can refer your friends and earn a free straw. Now they're asking $12 to $20 per straw, I think, and I didn't look for the bulk pricing, and this is obviously a United States thing. I don't know if they ship to Western Australia, Steve. But look at what they're doing here in terms of quote-unquote giveaway. Now, many people are probably familiar with the marketing concept of doing a free plus shipping offer. And what they've done is they're using Gleam. You can see down here it says powered by Gleam. They've used the Gleam plugin to get people to get a free straw by posting on social media, which is what we talk about with viral giveaways, or what I'm also calling accelerated word of mouth, thanks to my friend Tom, who gave me that great phrase. Accelerated word of mouth. That's what we're really doing here. We're trying to pass along in this case, even a political kind of, I shouldn't say political, but an environmental concept to get people to use fewer plastic straws by using social media and, in a sense, gaining access to a free straw. So it's very much like the viral giveaways that we typically see where there's a random draw prize. But in this case, they're simply offering a coupon. You do enough sharing, and you can get yourself a straw for free. And, of course, they make you pay for shipping. It says excludes shipping, and you can only get the clear ones, not the shiny, fancy glass, green or purple or whatever color you want. And if I go to, just go to the home page, I guess, you can see they've got all kinds of different straws and bent straws and glass and bamboo products and stuff. So great environmental stuff. But I thought it was fascinating that they were using a Gleam plug-in, or not plug-in, but a, what do you call it, widget, to make this happen and to do the social sharing, which is not easy for me to say. Fantastic idea. It's a great way of potentially saving the environment, getting the word out, using word of mouth, which is, what am I doing right now? I'm advocating for their straws and posting on Facebook, doing a live feed, tying it into giveaways. But it's a very cool concept. And if you're into doing any kind of marketing, maybe this should be an idea that you'll think about for your potential clients or for your own products. You can't always give away free plus shipping, but maybe you could do a random draw of a big prize if you can tie it into some kind of emotional or political or environmental cause, charity cause, for example. Anyway, thanks. If anybody has any questions, pop in. Anita pops in and says, I can't pronounce it. I stumble over names sometimes. Renia, this might interest you. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Thanks for sharing that. What if I don't have a product to give away? Anita asks. You always have something that you can give away. Depends upon what you're doing, Anita, and maybe we could sit down and chat about this. By the way, interestingly enough, something I did the other day was I went searching for domain names. And what I've been doing is offering people a free half-hour consultation to talk about what you potentially could give away. Or ideas, ways of improving your giveaways or whatever. And so if you go to planetmitch.com/calendar or giveawayrocket.com/calendar, you can get to my appointments and book some time. And I thought, sometimes saying that, and I tend to say it very quickly, so I happen to have a kind of a brain fart, if you like that phrase or hate that phrase, and I found out that the domain Meet Mitch, M-E-E-T, meetmitch.com was available. So I bought it. So now I can tell people, hey, if you want to get on my calendar, just go to meetmitch.com, jump on my calendar, and let's have a discussion. Hero product, took them in. Yeah. Anita, going back to your question, I don't know what you do, but potentially you could give time. You could give, if you have any kind of electronic training, something like that that's available, something that's easy to give away. Yes, you could always give away money or gift certificates, depending upon whether or not they fit in the niche of the person or the type of person that you're after. Anita says, I tried using UpViral with Amazon so I could purchase books on meditation and spirituality, but it's almost impossible. Again, we probably should have a little bit longer conversation than just a short text in jumping on. I need to find a way. I wonder if the tool I'm using could just post those. Because I'm tending to read them and I forget that I can do this. In cases of, I have a whole video on this, and I'm going to talk about some other stuff before, but I have a new, we're going way off topic. What I'm going to call a G-learning, or a giveaway learning site. It's a play on words on e-learning. I have just set up my own addition to Giveaway Rocket to start doing training and help people understand how to use tools and stuff. But I did a video, I don't know, a month or two ago about how people try something on Unviral or Gleam or whatever tool, and when they don't get really viral results, then they kind of get really disappointed and say the tool doesn't work. And there's a lot of learning. And I reckon it to Facebook advertising. How many times have people tried Facebook advertising and gone, well, that doesn't work because they didn't understand how to do the targeting and go after the right particular market, and they spent a lot of money on ads. So many of these tools have to be applied appropriately. And that's where I'm trying to focus my attention, is to help people understand how to do sweepstakes or giveaways, contests appropriately. And yes, Anita posted here. I'll put that up. See, I don't know. For some reason, I've started doing this hand motion while I'm live because I feel like I have to have something going on with my hands as opposed to them just being done by my side. So that's a very short answer to a complicated question, Anita. Finding the right offer to put in front of the people that you want to target, that you want to bring into your tribe to have them on your email list, is one of the hardest things that anybody has, especially in some of the smaller niches, to figure out exactly what the right prize is. And often it's an iteration thing. You may try one thing and it not work, and then you need to try something else. It's just like A/B testing or split testing, right? We don't always find the right offer the very first time. Sometimes we have to do testing. I've done over 50 giveaways. Some of them have been really great. Some of them have been big flops. It's a matter of learning and taking what you've tried before and taking the knowledge from that and moving on to the next one. So all of that kind of stuff is going to be in my new G-learning site. I thought of that just a little while ago while I was brushing my teeth. Because I was reading about e-learning. E-learning is theoretically, an article I was reading this morning says that e-learning is going to be a $240 billion market in the next 5 years or something crazy like that. So I was trying to figure out lighting in this room. It's so bright. It's dark and bright. And so I was trying to figure out things, and then the phrase giveaway marketing or giveaway learning came to my head, and so I twisted e-learning to G-learning. How's that? So anyway, so that's a long-winded story. Hopefully, Anita, again, go to meetmitch.com and jump on. Let's talk about it. We'll figure something out. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. I'm going to pop off and get ready to go do an appointment, and I will be back on later today talking about the podcast that I told you yesterday that I was going to talk about, which is out now. But I don't have time to do that right now, sorry. So I'm going to jump off, and we'll talk again later today. Thanks.